Hey, have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, your best customer lives on the complete other side of the world? Well, today we're cracking open the Export Business Master Guide to show you exactly how to take your product global. Let's dive right in. So, let's just start with this one big idea, right? What if the people who truly need what you're selling don't even live in your country? I mean, that's really the heart of exporting. And believe me, it is a massive, massive opportunity that we're going to unpack right now. Just think about the scale for a second. Your local market, that's one country. One. But the global market, you're suddenly opening the door to over 195 countries. Your potential customer base isn't just a little bigger, it is exponentially larger. We're talking about completely rethinking the limits of what your business can even be. And you know what? It's not just about finding more customers, it's about finding better ones. Because in some of these less crowded international markets, the guide shows that your exact same product can sell for 2, 5, heck, even 10 times the price. That's not just growth, people. That is a total game changer for your bottom line. So you see, we're not just talking about another sales channel here. No way. This is a huge strategic move. Let's dig into exactly why this global opportunity is so incredibly powerful. Oh yeah, the advantages, they stack up really, really fast. For starters, you're earning in stronger currencies, like US dollars or euros. Then, you're often getting government support. Think tax breaks and easier loans. Plus, you get to escape those super crowded local markets. And what does all this add up to? It's pure fuel for one thing: absolutely explosive business growth. Okay, the opportunity is massive, we get it. But how do you actually start? I know, the whole process can seem kind of complicated from the outside, but trust me, it breaks down into a really clear, manageable roadmap. Really, it all boils down to just 4 key stages. First, you plan your product and your market. Second, you get all your official registrations done. Third, you go out and find those global buyers. And finally, step 4, you ship the goods and, most importantly, you get paid. Every single export journey follows this exact path. So let's zoom in on a really critical piece of that second step. Okay, this right here is the Import-Export Code, or IEC for short. And let me be super clear, this is non-negotiable. Seriously, think of it like your business's passport. Without this 10-digit code, you cannot legally send a single product across the border. It is the absolute first official gate you have to walk through, period. All right, so once you're officially registered, it's time to learn the secret language of global commerce. And you have to learn it because even a small misunderstanding here can be incredibly costly. So what's this language called? It's called Incoterms. So what are Incoterms? They're basically the official rulebook for every single international shipment. They're these globally recognized terms that make it crystal clear who is responsible for what. Like, who pays for the shipping? Who's on the hook if something goes wrong? Who deals with customs? The Incoterm you choose in your contract answers all of those critical questions. So let's look at a few of the most common ones. Now, the guide gives some really solid advice here for new exporters. Just focus on mastering 2 of them to start: FOB and CIF. With Free on Board, or FOB, your job is basically done once the goods are loaded onto the ship. The buyer takes it from there. With Cost, Insurance, and Free, or CIF, you handle everything until it reaches the destination port. Seriously, just sticking to these 2 will make your first few deals so much simpler. Now, like any new adventure, this journey has its pitfalls. But the smart move, right, is to learn from other people's mistakes so you don't have to make them yourself. So let's cover the 2 biggest, most common traps that catch new exporters all the time. Okay, trap number 1. This is, without a doubt, the most painful and all too common mistake. Picture this. You get that exciting first big order, you ship the goods out feeling great, and then just silence. The payment never, ever arrives. For a small business, this isn't just a setback, it can be absolutely devastating. So how do you make sure this never happens to you? The rule is dead simple. For any new buyer, you must secure a 30 to 50% advance payment. There are no exceptions. And for those really large orders, you need to insist on a letter of credit. Think of it as a rock-solid payment guarantee from the buyer's bank. It protects you completely. All right, trap number 2. This one is maybe a little less dramatic, but trust me, it can be just as damaging. And it's all about paperwork errors. A wrong date here, an incorrect product code there, a missing signature. These tiny little mistakes can cause your shipment to get stuck in customs for weeks. We're talking massive delays, big fines, and some very, very unhappy customers. So here's the solution. Don't even try to become a paperwork expert yourself. Hire one. A custom house agent or a CHA is going to be your most essential partner in this game. Their entire job is to navigate the maze of customs and make sure every single document is perfect every time. A great CHA isn't an expense, they're an investment that is worth their weight in gold. All right, so we've covered the huge opportunity, we've laid out the roadmap, and we've highlighted the big traps to avoid. Now it's time to shift our mindset from just learning about this to actually launching it. And here's a really crucial insight from the guide that I want you to hear. You do not need a factory. You do not need a huge investment to start this. So many successful exporters began with just a laptop, sourcing great products from other people. The real keys to success here are having the right knowledge, getting the right registrations, and finding a product that the world is just waiting for. So what's your homework? What can you literally do tomorrow to get started? Here are your first 3 concrete, actionable steps. Number 1, get your business entity registered. Number 2, immediately apply for that all-important import-export code we talked about. And number 3, open a bank account that can handle foreign currencies. That's it. These 3 steps are what move you from being a dreamer to being a doer. And that really is the ultimate mindset shift, isn't it? Moving from the limits of just one country to the incredible opportunities of the entire planet. Remember this, the world is your market. So the only real question left is, what are you going to sell to it?